So I've been really struggling downtown lately. I'm currently just back in my car because I came downtown where the forecast said it was going to be sunny and started freaking raining again. Didn't think it would rain. Kind of smelled like rain a little bit, but it wasn't raining on my way down here. But the goal for today is just to get out and shoot 28 millimeters. 28 is my new just favorite focal length, and I really wanted to just dive in a little bit and talk about why exactly that is. I recently picked up this WCL wide angle wide angle conversion lens from Fuji here that I have on the front of my X100V, and I'm really enjoying it so far. In terms of just overall image quality, from what I'm seeing so far, it holds up. I don't feel like I'm losing much to any image quality at all. The only downside I would say to this is that obviously it makes the X100V just less compact or pocketable. But, you know, if you take it off, you get all that back on the X100V. But overall, it's a pretty small, light package lens, easy to kind of just carry in a little side bag or whatever you have on you, and just whip it out, take it off, and put it onto the camera whenever you want. And it has the same front filter thread as just the original lens if you end up getting an adapter to put in front of your lens. So yeah, all your 49 millimeter filter threaded things will still fit onto this camera. But let's get out and try and shoot some more. Hopefully this rain stops. It's kind of hot in this car. I'm hot and I'm wet, so that combo doesn't work for me. So for me, I like 28 millimeter because I started off coming from 50 millimeter and 35, and then recently this year, oddly enough, where it's not really safe to get close to people, I've like fallen in love with 28 millimeters. And the reason is, sorry, I just walked up so many damn stairs. The reason I love just like 28 so much is because it pushes me out of my comfort zone. It forces me to really think about what I'm shooting in terms of just like how I'm composing something, and just pushes me to just be better, just to take more photos, think about what I'm shooting, and just be intentional about every single frame. So in terms of intentionality, you really do have to be intentional about what you put in your frame and what you leave out of your frame, because you have such this wider angle view and you just have so much more power, potential to tell a story. And I think with 28, you kind of have to be just responsible and intentional about what you're capturing. You know, you can just like stand far back and just shoot wide scenes of everything and just tell scenery stories, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly okay. There's no problem with that whatsoever. I definitely do that myself all the time. I've definitely done it today because it's fun and it just gives you a different perspective just on an overall environment. But in terms of just photographing subjects, I think you have to definitely get close. You have to step out of your comfort zone and get close to people, because I don't like cropping. Me personally, I don't like cropping, and I feel like cropping is like a cheat code to it all. It's saying I was too scared. For me personally, I was too scared to get close to somebody, and so I cropped to really just like kind of get the frame that I wanted, and that's okay. Not saying that's wrong. You can definitely do that. I don't do it with my film photography, but I definitely do it sometimes with my digital photography. And so for me, I just don't like, I'm forcing myself not to do it because I want to really just understand the lens and what it is meant to do. I've like stumbled upon this like secret spot. I feel like this is like Skate, EA Skate, and I've like come upon a secret spot. I'm not sure if this is like private property. It probably is, because there's, first of all, nobody up here right now, but I haven't seen like any signs. But this is really cool. Like look at Denver with like the sweet rooftop basketball or like parking lot basketball spot. Like if I had a ball on me, I'll go over there and, you know, grab a rim for y'all, but can't do all that right now. Out here dominating the streets with the camera and the hoops of the street. Let me shut up. I often do find myself struggling with 28mm when it comes to just photographing. It's still new to me, even though I've been shooting it for a few months with the Leica Q and the Ricoh and all that. It's definitely still new to me because with the Fuji, you know, I have this conversion lens on it. It's a bigger camera opposed to the Ricoh, and so you're a little more obvious. And then, you know, it's about the same size as the Leica Q, around the same size. So people notice you more, but something about it just clicks with me. It just clicks for me. And I really just love how it forces me really to just capture the type of photo that I want. Alright, so I'm gonna try and like record this last little bit. It's a weekend, so I don't think anybody's around, so I think I'll be okay. But with like just this lens, you know, I love this specifically because with the Fuji you can take it off and you still have your compact camera, and this is easily storageable in like a little satchel or something, you know, or backpack, whatever you're carrying around with you. Oh my god, I almost dropped it. Very easy to take on and off, so I really enjoy it. But for me, like with 28mm, it's just such a fun challenge. It's inconsistent, I would say. It's the most inconsistent format that you can shoot street photography with. And I say that because for me, I think about street photography like jazz music. Jazz music is just like this coming together of all these different instruments in this raw format to kind of create something beautiful. And when you're out with 28mm shooting street photography, it's even harder than jazz because just the environment around you is even more raw, but it's the coming together of all of just the elements and practices of just what photography is and what street photography is. And it's just that joining together and creating one kind of beautiful image in the end with its imperfection. Jazz has imperfections, and so does street photography and shooting with 28mm, and I'm okay with those perfections. It's something I actually like, enjoy, and just like adore about street photography with film and with digital. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. I got rained on out here. Hopefully my camera's okay. There's rain all over this filter and crap, but hey, I need a weather sealed FX3 like I have this weather sealed Fuji and everything. But thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you aren't, because that helps out the channel so much. I just hit 2K subscribers. Like let's go. Like that's so sick. There's just so much more content coming in terms of just photography, street photography, and filmmaking. So just stay tuned and up to date with that. If you guys enjoyed this video, please share it. That just helps me just grow so much more. That's just how artists these days kind of just thrive, is just by people simply sharing their work for free. So love you all. Thanks again for watching, and catch you in the next video. Peace. I just scared some people from like coming up here.